Okay, today we're looking at subjunctive, which is a topic that many people have never heard of, and I must admit that it's something that is disappearing from British English. In fact, I would argue that we use the word should to replace subjunctive in British English. We tend to say should be, should play, should not play. And what you'll notice is if you put a should before each of these forms, it sounds correct. And it's what the Brits have done for hundreds of years to avoid subjunctive. And the reason I can say this without any doubt is because I've just looked in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and I looked for the word lest, because I know very well that lest licenses the subjunctive, that you kind of feel like you have to use the subjunctive after a conjunction like lest. And I found 6 lests in her work, Frankenstein, and every single time she used should instead of subjunctive. And I believe that this has been for a long time the British way of avoiding the use of the subjunctive. The Americans are a little bit stricter with the subjunctive, and they still insist that we use, that he or she use the subjunctive. I'm trying to show you that that subjunctive, insist that he use, is a form of subjunctive. So what is subjunctive? Well, it's when we use the verb be instead of am, is, or are. It's when we say I be, you be, he be, we be, they be. And you can actually hear the subjunctive in a lot of old sentences. For example, be he alive or be he dead? I'll grind his bones to make my bread. That's subjunctive and inversion at the same time. Be he instead of he is alive, whether he's alive or whether he's dead. But we're saying in be he alive or be he dead. This is a future hypothetical, really, if I find him alive or if I find him dead. So that is a form of subjunctive, and you do often see it or hear it, especially in old texts. So it's when you see the verb be instead of I am, he is, they are. You see I be, you be, he be, we be, they be. It's when you see he play, she play instead of he plays, she plays. Yeah, we call this form the indicative, but I'm happy with you calling it the normal form. And instead of saying doesn't play, we say not play. Yeah, and that's for future hypotheticals, which we will look at in number 3, because I think most of the time you don't actually see the future hypotheticals. You don't actually see this form of subjunctive that often, but you do see this one very often, where instead of saying he was, I was, she was,